on Yelp. Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, so that's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where that. 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Damn, was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother
You think so? Welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys and we ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you're listening to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, Audio Boy, you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy.
What's going on?
How
man?
we living? Question of the day. And we're calling women. We're only going to call women. Mm-hmm. If I die, do you want me to move on? If you die, do you want me to move on without you?
Ooh.
I'll tell you. I mean, you know how I don't. I didn't say it, Coy. Coy didn't say
so this is for if the guy passes away.
No. If the woman passes away.
Oh, the woman.
Yeah, so
okay.
we're gonna call women. We're gonna call women. I mean, you know, I often sit back and I always think about the conversations we have not on camera, Coy. It's just like, I'm just like, damn, man. I mean, let me ask you this, and well, you're married and, okay, you happen to pass away. Would you want your wife to move on? Honest question. It's an honest question.
Honestly,
yeah,
because
okay. Thank you.
You know, you passed away.
Yeah.
You were still together with her, which means you love her, right? Mm-hmm. You want her to be good going forward. Yeah, you know, you don't want her to be alone.
Do you want her to be with a friend or someone you don't even know?
Don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to have to haunt my boy
you look down like, oh, I know you like this. Oh, this what we into now?
Undertaker rise from the casket.
Oh my God. No, I agree with that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, you would think move on. I mean, I don't know. Let's
like Patrick Swayze.
She in the pottery, but a brolic dude is behind her. The traitor is behind her. Yeah, I thought you didn't like to work out. Anyways, all right, let's call some of the ladies up, find out. Let's call him up real quick.
Hello.
How we doing?
I'm good. I'm running errands by myself, and you have no idea what Alexis that is.
Oh, well, I'm here with Coy.
Are you making up things to do?
Pretty much.
Oh my!
But, you know, I also need to go to the car wash.
Oh my God! Pouring right outside. Pouring right outside.
We've been over there. We know how cold it is.
Pouring right outside. She go to the car wash. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
So it's just, you know, I have just a little extension of me with me all the time, so it's nice to just like not for an hour.
100%. I can only imagine, like, all you hear is, Siri, play Freedom. Freedom! Oh, my God. It's not that you don't love him. We're not saying that, but what we're saying is...
He's the best.
Yeah.
And 99% of the time, I love being together, but that was 1% where I get to just be alone. It's great.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have a question for you. Me and you always talk about this. Well, me and you have talked about this, and you were like, you need to have this question on. And I was like, you know what? I actually do. And I am going to actually drop it in my close friends for the ladies. But the question of the day is, if you were to pass, would you want your husband to move on and find someone else?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I mean, okay. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. And the worst part about it, I feel like all women feel like this, but I want to know, what is your reasoning?
Because I'm his one and only.
Oh my gosh.
And so, okay.
Uh-huh.
I joke about this with my husband all the time, that I'm like, if I die, you are never to touch another woman. Like, you better have a photo of me above the bed forever. And if I even from my grave so think that you're looking at another woman, I will come back and haunt both of you.
I don't think the new girl's gonna like that photo on top of it.
The new girl. I mean,
So,
go ahead.
but I have the same standard as far as, like, look, if something happened to my husband, I wouldn't remarry. I wouldn't. I think it's selfish. I think you get this one time. You get to have the love of your life once. And
okay, but wait. Let's hold that part right there. You say that, but let me ask you this: what about the people that aren't? What about those people that just took "To Death Do Us Part" and didn't marry the love of their life?
Well, to each their own. Like, I don't. If you decide to do something different, then no judgment. But, like, I'm gonna judge my husband.
Damn. Okay, but what if?
And like, we have a child.
Yeah.
So I don't want my child around another woman.
You don't want Brittany to? I mean.
Like, given I'm also a stepmom,
right?
So it's like I'm both. I'm mom and a stepmom.
Yeah.
So I get it. Like, but my stepson's mom is very much alive.
Yeah. Don't do that. Damn.
But
the worst part about
I
that,
don't know.
me and you have so much dark humor behind the scenes.
I know, we really do. Like, I have the ongoing thing with my friends where I'm like, if I die at my funeral, you look for the woman who's rubbing my husband's back, telling him that she'd want you to move on and be happy, because I would not want him to move on and be happy.
She would have wanted this.
She would want you to be happy. She'd want you to find love again. The fuck she would.
And it's gonna start on the new Ghost, the remake of Ghost.
Right. And her last words she's writing on a paper.
You think I'm crazy alive? Imagine spirit.
Once you learn the dark magic.
Let me ask you this, because, like I said, I feel like a lot of women are gonna be on your page, and a lot of women are gonna be. I hate to say this, but a lot of women. Why is that? Why is it because I feel like the men's like, man, I'm out of here as long as it's not the homie. Like, do your thing.
I think, it's funny because my husband, when we've had these conversations, he's like, if something happened to me, I would hope you would find someone to love you and love the kids and make you guys happy. And I'm like, no, absolutely not for you.
Yeah.
He was waiting for the reciprocating.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think men just have a different outlook on life, and we're obviously when how many times have we had this conversation? Logic and emotion, like logically, men are like, and I think men think like you guys think, okay, if I die, I want to make sure that my wife and kids are taken care of, and I hope that a man steps up and takes care of them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, I know my kids are taken care of. They don't need a woman, so I'll let my husband take care of my kids. They've got aunts. They have a grandma. They'll be fine.
They have aunts and a grandma. They'll be fine. Trust me. I've already put in specific protocols in place.
He can't sleep with his aunt and grandma.
I've already put in protocols in place.
Yep.
It's absolutely
hey, it's called the poison pill.
You know why this came up the last time was because I saw this story of a girl who she was doing her like life insurance policy and her last will and testament, and put like a clause in there that was basically like, if my husband remarries within X amount of time, then nothing goes to him. Everything goes to my kids when they turn 18. He doesn't get a dime.
Damn,
so if he marries freaking Sally down the street who's 15 years younger, he doesn't get shit.
Damn.
See, I'm telling you, that's a poison pill.
Like, I don't know why you guys, like, I mean, I don't understand that. I'm literally trying to grasp the concept of not wanting my significant other to move on. But I'm like that, like.
Yeah, no, because the thought of it, like, obviously I'll be dead, so it's like.
Yeah.
So you don't have a thought about it, but if I think about it right now, it like tears my heart out to think about.
Tears your heart out for something that is imaginary right now?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. What problems did we start?
No, I just mean like the thought of him like with somebody else, dead, alive, whatever, like kills me. So like I don't want to ever even think about it. When I die, I'd hope that he respects that.
That's crazy. I hope that he, because my homegirls are at the funeral looking and watching. Who's coming to rub your back?
Here's the thing: is we have a kid, so no matter what, my family and my friends are involved in his life for the rest of his life.
Absolutely. But I mean,
so anything that he decides to do, someone's gonna remind him, like, hey, wifey wouldn't like that.
Oh my gosh. You know, I'm pretty sure she talked about this with you already. It's not a good look. Excuse me, honey. Excuse me. Oh.
You know that letter she made me read out loud at the funeral?
That is absolutely crazy. Let's just paraphrase this. Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Something happens, you're in a coma. Like, would you ever want him to pull the plug? If you're in a coma for, let's say, 7 years. He's got this thing going on 7 years.
Yeah. Oddly enough, we just actually had this summer. We did our last will and testament and everything to make sure, God forbid anything happened to both of us. Our kids were taken care of, yada, yada. But that part of it is that you have to say, like, what you want if that happens. And yeah, I mean, if I'm not coming back, like, look, I'm a nurse. I've been on both sides of that, where there's a family keeping somebody alive that ain't coming back, and I think it's cruel.
You don't know that. And remember, there's this kid in the Middle East.
Yeah, the Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
it was like 30-something years, right? Or 20-something years.
20-something years.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money to keep somebody in the hospital.
I know, but they brought him back. Hey, and he woke up.
I look at it like this, though. Like, like God can do anything.
Yeah, huh?
So
Fact. Go ahead now. Take me to church.
So if you pull the plug and I'm supposed to make it, God's gonna make sure I make it.
True.
If I'm not, then it's my time. When God called you home, you go home.
Facts. No questions asked. I like that. All right. We appreciate you. I'm gonna text you later.
Yeah, for sure. Text me later. Have a good night, guys.
All right, later. Bye. She said, "Freedom."
She said, "Hell no, don't want you moving.
Absolutely not. You're not going nowhere. Have a seat, buddy."
I'm moving on.
All right, let's call Jess. Where do you think Jess lies?
Hell no.
Damn, Jess? She's fair.
Hello.
Jess, what up?
Oh, nothing.
I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up to Jess.
Hey, Jess. What's going on?
Hi, Coy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I just want to let you know, Jess, that I've been sticking up for you, and I said you're fair and a reasonable person, and you're honest, and you're kind and loving, and you're just full of vibrance.
Okay, that sounds like something Coy would say, first and foremost.
Damn, you don't think I would? Okay, got you.
No, don't play me. And then secondly, who would you be defending me to?
Okay, so here's
That's
the
a better
question.
question.
Here's the question at hand.
What's up?
Okay. You suddenly passed away. Would you want your and that the funeral and everything? Would you want your husband to move on with the
No.
Wait. No. Let me finish the question.
No. I don't want him to move on. I don't want him to move over. I don't want him to scoot over. No.
What?
No.
Jess.
The only thing he's doing is moving along without her.
Wait. Jess, let me explain the question.
Absolutely not. I don't care. I don't care if I died tomorrow and he's got another 50 years on this earth. You better focus on your work and our child.
For the record, I was right, Jess.
Yeah, what the hell?
50 years and you want him just to focus on work and child?
Yep. Absolutely. And let me inform you, my child already knows. She's already about it. We've already discussed it.
How are y'all women making premeditated plans just in case if you go first?
Just in case.
You are the second woman that has said this. How are women making these plans ahead of time?
Because I want him to know. Because I don't want any of our friends or like my mom is a very sensitive person, and I could see my mom being like, "Oh, mijo, you know, like you have to still live your life and be happy." Like, no, you don't. Stop right now. You just need to work and take care of our kids.
You don't need to be happy. You just need to work and take care of
you don't need to find another girlfriend. You don't need to find another wife. What are you looking for? There's not another me out there. You're good.
Oh my God. There's not another me. I mean, okay, but hear me out. Hear me out. He said, hey man, I hit him up. Me. Hey man, let me take you out. Let's go out. Let's go grab some drinks.
Oh yeah, you can go out with him, but he better not talk to no other females or start dating anyone or go home with anyone. I promise you, Christopher, I don't care what you believe in, I will haunt you, okay? I will haunt you the rest of your life.
He can't even talk to another woman?
No. Nope. You lost and need directions, you better figure it out. You don't even need to stop and ask a female for directions. Like, what are you talking about? No.
What about...
Absolutely not.
You didn't even let me finish. Okay,
I don't care.
How about this? Could there be a woman at the funeral that can console him?
My mom and my daughter. Your sister?
There better not be an unknown girl.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. How about this? Let's just say it's okay. Let's say
I feel like you need to like rewind your own episodes back to like the how crazy am I? Because I feel like these questions you should already know the answer to.
But what if you're 80? What if
I'm 80? What do you mean?
She's gonna hit you with this, Patrick Swayze.
Why is going playing Patrick Swayze in the background? Okay, but
if I'm 80 and what?
If you're 80 and you happen to pass before him,
he's got a couple years.
Okay,
he got a couple left in the tank.
He can't move on at 80.
No.
He's 80.
No.
80.
Not 80.
It wouldn't
not
happen
tomorrow. Not 40 years from now.
He might meet Agnes at bingo.
The nursing home nurse can help him.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
There is no moving on. I would not want you to move on and be happy. I will look. You have it right now in recording, audio recording. No.
Oh my gosh. Damn. You don't think, like maybe he just needs a friend?
No. If he needs a friend, that's what you're for. The hell?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know how it's so.
He doesn't need a female friend. I was the only female friend that he's ever had, and we got married. So you see where that went. No, absolutely not.
What happens if Chris needs a wingman for the night? And
yeah.
Again, I will haunt you the rest of your life.
He can't even wingman for me? You gone.
No.
You're gone.
Wingman can lead. You know what wingman can lead to.
I don't care. Call Coy.
But you're gone.
I'm not his type though. I'm not her type. The wingman.
He's not the wingman type. And
you know, I look a lot different than your husband.
Yeah. My guy's like, he could be the ultimate wingman.
Absolutely not. No. I don't want him being a wingman.
We never even had a chance to run the 2-man because he met you on Wednesday and then y'all got married. Y'all got engaged on Sunday.
That's right.
So what I am saying is,
Nope.
Jess, I feel like
not.
Does he know this?
Like what?
Does he know this?
Absolutely. You could call him right now and ask him. I wouldn't even have to say anything. Call him and ask him, hey, if your wife died, would she want you to move on? Go ahead.
What if he said yes?
Mute me. No, mute me. Go ahead and call him.
Absolutely not. I'm not bothering the man while he's hard at work. Absolutely not.
He's off. He's driving home.
Yeah. And sometimes you need that time to
keep it interesting.
No, absolutely not. I'm not messing with a man who just got off of work. Nope.
He's probably hungry.
Yeah, I will call him right now, 3-way.
I know you will. We don't play those games. Jess, it was lovely talking to you. I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you to the moon and back.
Absolutely. Don't be calling me crazy when you hang up with me either, because I still see you in real life. The fuck.
I'm not. All right. Take it easy.
Bye, Jess.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't understand.
See that over too.
I want to call what's her name back real quick. Where's she at?
I think guys could joke around about it more because, like you said, we're just like, whatever. Just don't, you know.
I want to call Em back real quick and ask her real quick. Let's see if she picks up. I don't know. Hey, Em, I just have a quick question because it got brought up. Let me ask you this real quick. Is your husband allowed to be a wingman?
Yeah, as long as he doesn't have to pick one for the team.
Okay. But
so wingman, so a platonic wingman,
so
just
he
doing
can
duty,
socialize,
just doing his duty.
Oh, in general? Or do you mean is this based on the last conversation?
Absolutely, yeah. No. I'm talking about based on the last conversation. I'm talking about if you die, is your husband allowed to be my wingman?
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I said, as long as he's not like I said, taking one for the team.
Oh my God!
So wingman leads to friendly convo.
At least you'll allow him to be. Another girl said, "I'm the only friend you have. I'm the only female friend you have.
You know what it's going to lead to. You know what she's going to say.
Yeah.
Aren't you lonely?
Shit. I'm kind of like that too, though. I think as far men and women generally aren't friends.
Yeah.
You're an exception.
Yeah.
You and I have a friendship. We've always been nothing but friends.
Yeah. 100%.
I think there's probably, I can't even think of any, my husband doesn't have any female friends. So, and once we seriously started dating, all my male friends fell off. It kind of became a thing where it felt disrespectful. So I get the whole I'm your only friend thing because that's kind of how I see it too. There's obviously small exceptions.
100%. Damn. All right. All right, that's all I wanted to ask. At least he's allowed to be a wingman. That's all I wanted to know. Damn.
Yeah, he can go out and support his friend getting laid, but he's not.
Okay. Damn, this guy just turned celibate. Shit. Okay. All right. I'm good.
Yeah, I told you he's not good. He can never lay his hands on another woman.
Oh my God.
He cannot not only get married.
You can't even touch. You know what? She said this exact same thing, and then she told me if it happened, she would haunt me, and I said, I didn't even do anything.
Oh, you did?
Because you're friends with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because you'd be the wingman in this situation.
Yeah, he said you would. She said you would be the enabler. I said, wow. She said he don't need to worry about nothing but his kids. I was like, okay, all right. All right.
I know exactly. I know who you talk to.
I know. Absolutely fucking insane. All right. I'll text you later. I cannot believe y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Why? Coy. And for y'all ever wonder, look at my homegirls. Oh my gosh, your homegirl's bad. Da, da, da. I said, let me explain something to you, my guy. If any of y'all think y'all want to be friends with my homegirls, you ever see how the president walks into office and how he walks out? It's two different guys. How much they age.
Gray hair.
Oh, man. man, my homegirls will stress you out. I just been built different, I guess. Yeah, these. All right, let's get up out of here, Coy. First, I want to thank everybody for listening. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, Audible. You downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website. Shoot me a message. Call my guy. We are out.